What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kraken Hunters. I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
And today we're going to be continuing our Tournament of Power for this week, round 2. So today we got two very, very good fighters that we're going to be talking about today who made it past the first round. So today we have Christian Wolff, which is Ben Affleck's character from The Accountant, versus Riddick from the Chronicles of Riddick, Riddick, and Pitch Black.
Richard B. Riddick.
Richard B. Riddick. I just call him Riddick.
Riddick's
or
his last
Dick
name.
Riddick. That's what it's called. Dick
Richard
Riddick.
B. Riddick.
It's Dick Riddick now. You shouldn't have told me that.
Escapist,
Dick
serial
Riddick.
murderer.
He's trying to make a lot of excuses. He's Dick Riddick now.
It's just, that's just a quote from Pitch Black. But anyway.
But yes, so for anybody who's coming into our tournament new, who's a new subscriber or just checking the video out, we're actually going to go over our rules of our Tournament of Power. We switched one rule up from the first round, so I think this rule change has made a very big difference in this round 2 matchup.
It's kind of necessary also.
I agree. So, the first rule, each participant has 2 days worth of prep time to prepare for their opponent. So whatever information that you can gather within 2 days to make your fight easier, that's what they do.
And rule number 2, knives are still allowed, and that will never change.
Yes, that's going to be in there throughout the entire tournament. And as we've seen throughout the tournament, the knives have determined a lot of our matches.
Almost every one of them.
I'd say 90% of the fights, the knives have determined the match.
Sometimes it doesn't delegate that, but, still.
Yes. And rule number 3, no firearms. This is a strictly hand-to-hand tournament, which we've talked about before. It makes it more personal, and it makes it a little bit harder to choose which fighter because since they can't use firearms, they have to directly rely on their skills as a martial artist.
It's just more personal.
Yes. So, who do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about Christian Wolff.
All right, Christian Wolff. So Christian Wolff is Ben Affleck's character from The Accountant, and
he's got
spoiler alert for anybody who has not seen The Accountant or any Riddick movie.
Pretty much after this, it's all spoiler.
Yeah. Please.
But Ben Affleck's character, Christian Wolff, has a
autism.
It's brain symptom. It's autism. He's diagnosed with autism, and he comes from a military family, and his dad does every single thing that he can do to make Christian Wolff be able to function in society, which means martial arts training, anything that can keep his focus.
Right.
So, what do you think?
Christian Wolff, man, I think his autism helps him out so much because, as we see in the movies, he has to complete whatever job or whatever task he is given, or it completely destroys his life.
Oh, it fucks his life all up.
Yes, and we've seen it, and we see a scene where after he's not able to complete a job, he couldn't drive his truck straight. He crashes it into the.
Yeah, he doesn't pull it in
crash,
right. Yeah, he doesn't pull it in right to his garage because he's got to fit a certain way.
Right.
He can't go to sleep because he's he's got a certain structure that he works with every night, and not only that, but it just pretty much just fucks his entire life up.
Yes. So he has to complete whatever task he's given, and I think for me, that helps him out a lot because he is so focused on completing a task that he will not let anything deter him. The only thing that's going to deter him from completing it is death, and that's it.
Yeah, or just somebody else coming in and saying you're done.
Right.
Somebody with more authority than him.
No, even then, I think it still will ruin his life because he has to complete it in order for him to be, his life to be right.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's the only thing that'll stop him.
Right.
Completing the task.
Right, and we've seen that he is proficient in hand-to-hand combat and knives.
It's almost like a wushu style too, isn't it?
Right.
Or Shaolin.
I think it's more Shaolin because you see in the movie where he's actually trained by, it looks like a Shaolin monk, or no, not a monk.
A master.
A master, and I think it's more along Shaolin. If you look at the fights in the scene where it shows him training.
Yeah, as children, and we get to see a really good hand-to-hand combat fight with Ben Affleck and John Barenthal.
Yeah, because
and we also see how big Ben Affleck really is.
Yeah, he is actually pretty big, and I think for most fights that would be an advantage, but not for this one, unfortunately. No, not for this one.
Well, both competitors are actually pretty pretty fucking big.
Yeah, they're pretty big. So it's at an advantage in this fight.
And well, we'll go with Christian Wolff for like some of his traits that may sway people to think he'll win. I mean, for one, his autism. His complete and utter focus.
It's a dedication to whatever task he's trying to accomplish.
His focus is so intense that he can ignore pain.
Yes. And we've seen it in his fight scenes in the movie where he disregards being
shot in the chest.
Yes.
With, I mean, of course he's wearing a bulletproof vest.
Well, that's still going to knock the wind out of
like
you.
a motherfucker.
Yeah, and he just ignores that and completes the job he's supposed to be doing.
Well,
it's a job for him.
Yeah, it's a job. He's still going through the job, and you see his tactical skills and his planning and his. I mean, everything about him is structured.
Right. If you take one thing out, that could be a little bit of a disadvantage.
Well, it's actually a pretty awesome match if we think about it, because we have structured versus savage.
Right. Well, that's true. So like I said, for me, I think with his training, and his dad was in the military, so he does have some military training from his father, because he's proficient in weapons and hand-to-hand combat.
He was also in the military.
Right.
There was a scene where you see him in his
we beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he goes to his mother's funeral.
Yeah. So he has military training as well. So Christian Wolff is no slouch. He's been trained very well from childhood to be the perfect fighter.
Training. Definitely Army training.
Yes. And martial arts training, but the Army isn't martial arts. I mean, the martial arts is the Army training.
Well, that was also when he was a kid before he could
Right. So he's been trained since a kid to be a fighter and to protect himself and be the perfect, I don't want to say assassin.
Be the perfect weapon.
Yes, perfect weapon. That's a better way to put it.
And another good point, too, is that, with the autism fact, he absolutely has no remorse, no sympathy.
No empathy either.
Yeah. He's a true...
No, he has empathy because he saves the girl. He protects her.
Yeah, oh yeah. And Kendra's character.
Yes.
I can't remember her name in the movie.
Me neither.
But man, she's hot. She is beautiful.
She is. I ain't gonna lie. She's pretty cute.
But
I ain't gonna say beautiful, but she's cute.
I don't know, man. But anyway, beside the point.
Yes.
But I mean, he does what has to be done, and he doesn't have any reserves about it.
No, exactly. No hesitation whatsoever.
It's just, yeah, I mean, I think that goes another with his autism too. It's just, well, okay, this is my puzzle.
Right. He's going to complete it. He's going to keep doing that job until he completes it. And like I said,
he said, this is my puzzle. It has to be completed no matter what.
Right. And for him, like I said, it's dedication, and he doesn't have any fear either.
No.
And that's the thing, like, as we talked about one of our other matches with Mad Dog, where his fearlessness helped him, I think, for me, would help him win. I think the same thing goes for Christian Wolff. Like, his autism helps him not have the fear of dying.
I don't think that's relevant in this matchup.
I think it is.
I honestly don't.
Because, well, yeah, you know what? When we're talking, you're right. When we're talking
try that again.
Yeah. When we're talking with the dude, we're gonna get ready to talk about. Yeah, it really doesn't. Yeah, you're right about that one.
Ghost me, motherfucker.
Right.
That's what I do to you.
So, we got Christian Wolff. Now we're gonna talk about
Richard B. Riddick.
Dick Riddick. I'm sorry. It's that's what it is.
Serial murderer, escaped convict.
Dick Riddick. Sorry, man. I gotta keep messing with the Anubis now.
It's just, you're killing me. Because I don't think you would say that to his face.
Oh, I wouldn't. but since I'm behind the camera, Dick Riddick. But yes.
All right, one more time just to make sure.
Dick Riddick.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's the best one.
Okay, Richard B. Riddick.
Just call him Riddick, because every time you say Richard, I'm gonna say Dick Riddick.
From Pitch Black, The Chronicles of Riddick, and Dark Fury.
Yes,
that was the animated
one. Yes.
Yeah, which was also awesome. And okay, this guy is pure animal.
And yes, and when we talk about no remorse, this is when you see up when you think of no remorse, this is the guy.
The picture.
Yes, because he'll let a kid die, as we saw in Pitch Black.
No,
Well, he said,
defended her.
Not the kid. The kid did. No, well, you're right.
Yeah, he defended her.
But no, but he left him.
Well, no.
I'm just saying he did. Yes.
He was.
He did leave him.
No, he was. No, he let.
Yes, he did. He left him.
Jack.
He didn't. No, they did not ride with him. He left him.
They did. Yes,
I'm telling you right now, he left him.
Remember, because she was Kira in the Chronicles of Riddick.
I know who the fuck she was. She still got her ass left.
No, he put her and the Holy Man on New Mecca.
The Holy Man died.
No, on New Mecca when the Necromongers came in and killed
I'm talking
her.
about Pitch Black. What are you talking about?
I'm also talking about Pitch Black.
We're talking about two different big Pitch Blacks because he left them.
He was going to.
No, he did. There was no he going to. He left them.
I think you're wrong.
I know you're wrong. I don't think. I know you're wrong. He left them.
No, he did not.
Oh, okay, all right. Anyways, comment section. Prove him right. He left them. I know he did. But anyways. But Riddick, man, he has no remorse whatsoever, no fear. He's been in prison. He has been a fighter for his entire life. And
like literally since the day he was born, somebody put an took his own umbilical cord and tried to strangle him with it. And he survived it.
So ever since birth, he's been fighting for his life.
Yeah.
And Riddick, man, but one thing I like about him is that he can see at night with his eyes, but that's also a disadvantage because daylight blinds him.
He cannot see. Well, as long as he's got his goggles, he's fine.
But that's what I'm saying. You take those goggles off, it's a severe disadvantage in the fight.
Now that doesn't take away the fact though that he can use his other senses.
Yes, no, he's automatically blind. Like I understand his other senses.
That doesn't take away the fact that he can't fight.
I think I'm not saying he can't fight, but it's a disadvantage when you're fighting an equal or superior fighter.
Well, when you're going up against Christian Wolff.
Yeah, exactly. It's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
And with 2 days prep time, they don't know that. Nah, hey, I'm telling you.
I mean, that would be the first thing I would do.
Right. Yank them damn goggles off. Balls.
I guess though.
Kneecap. Nose. That's what.
And then neck snap.
Exactly. But I think with Riddick, man, he is very proficient with the blade. Like, that's his favorite weapon.
And he's actually pretty good at keeping those goggles on his head.
He is, but no one's ever, you know what, in the movies, no one's ever really tried to pull them off.
Oh, they did.
Not many people.
Pitch Black, the main antagonist. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess besides the monsters. Did
he die?
Who?
The main antagonist.
Well, yeah.
No, protagonist.
Well, Riddick fed him to the monsters.
Oh, that's true.
On that planet. So,
but
after he wanted to kill a child.
Right. Now, I'll say this. Like, Riddick, he can prep. I think Riddick is... No, I don't think he's a master of prep. He's not a master of prep.
No, definitely not.
He's more of a...
Well, actually, no, wait.
No, I don't think he's a master of prep.
I think he can analyze.
He can analyze, but while the situation's going on. He doesn't prep. He does not prep. He just does shit.
I don't know. I mean, I think his experience really helps him out too, because when they were talking about in the Chronicles of Riddick, when he got sent to that slam on crematoria, I mean, he was like, man, I'm getting off this. I'm just passing through. Like,
right, so, yeah.
So, I mean, he analyzes. He doesn't plan, but he can analyze. And honestly, dude, he can do it. He got off that fucking planet in the nightfall within, like, I don't know, an hour?
Don't get me wrong. I'm not denying that Riddick is not a good tactician or anything, but I don't think his prep skills are up to par with a lot of participants in this tournament. He's more of a, like you said, analyzing what the situation he's in. He analyzes the situation and then adjusts to it. We've not seen him prep for a particular mission by himself. Excuse me. That's for me, that's the disadvantage for him, because we don't see him prep for a mission. He's not a prepper. He's more of a, like you said, an animal. He doesn't prep.
He doesn't, honestly, you're right. Well, I don't know, because I
don't know. I haven't seen him prep.
I don't know, because in Chronicles of Riddick, he anticipated the bounty hunters coming to get
Anticipating
him.
and prepping are two different things. I can anticipate someone throwing a rock at me, but if I go home and prepare for them, okay, I know this guy's gonna throw the rock. I know what side he's gonna throw. I know how he's gonna throw it. That's a big difference.
Right. No,
So-
okay, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
So I think for him, he has a disadvantage in not being able to prep as good as Christian Wolff, because Christian Wolff preps.
Oh,
he
yeah.
preps his damn ass off.
Absolutely. But we also, okay, you have preparation time, right? And then you have animal savage instinct.
Preparation's gonna win every time.
And this one here is each one of them at the pinnacle.
Right, yeah, exactly. And I think
And this point, and not only are we forgetting about the prep time, but we're also forgetting about the work with the blade.
now, I think both of them are pretty equal. You've seen what Christian Wolff could do with the blade too. I think Riddick may have a little bit more advantage on the blade.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Try,
Because his blade,
a little bit, or
honestly, you got to remember now, Christian Wolff is a very skilled fighter.
Yes, I'm not taking that away.
I think for me, I think Riddick has
All
the
right.
advantage.
Riddick
far
killed
as
a
knives.
guy, killed a guard with a teacup.
I'm not denying that Riddick's not a badass, but again,
That he made into a blade.
I'm not denying that at all. But again, prep time can negate that, because if you're just going in there as a savage and the other person has already prepped for, already knows you're going to be a savage, so he already has a plan to prepare that for himself, it kind of negates you being a savage. It doesn't matter, because you can be a savage all you want, but he knows you're a savage and what kind of moves you're going to do as a savage, so he can prep for that.
Except Riddick's not a savage.
No, he's not a savage. He's not.
He's a animal. Animals are
They're not savages, but animals
really
can,
slick.
Yeah, they are. And Riddick has been shown to be slick. He's no slouch.
Oh, and
but-
let's not take away the fact that Riddick is almost fucking immune to pain.
Oh, hey, that's a good point.
Okay,
But that's not an advantage here, though. That's not an advantage here. Because remember now, Christian Wolff can completely ignore it too.
Riddick can get stabbed in the spine, and well,
no,
maybe not
that's
in the
fine.
spine.
Let's
Right,
not
right.
exaggerate now. That's it. Riddick can take damage
well-
and then completely ignore it to the point to where he can continue doing what he's doing,
Well,
whether
he
the fight
gets
or anything.
stabbed in the back. In the very beginning of the Riddick movie, he gets stabbed in the back, but she doesn't stab him in the spine. She misses the sweet
Right.
spot. She misses Riddick's sweet spot, and I mean, full on fucking blade, probably
Right.
the size of this beer bottle.
Yeah,
but
Christian Wolff got shot in the chest
yeah,
and
well,
lived. Even though he had a vest on, he got shot and was still immediately able to get up and
I
start to
honestly think getting stabbed in the back, in your lumbar region, right beside your kidneys.
The fact
would
that he
hurt
survived
more.
it must have meant that it wasn't lethal.
Well, of course it wasn't lethal because she
So,
missed the sweet spot,
I know, but I'm saying is that
which he mentions.
he does.
But he does it, and he doesn't even take a flinch. He doesn't even flinch.
But again, Christian Wolff gets shot in his chest,
Oh, and
knocked down, and
there's
gets back
another
up.
scene too where Riddick escapes chains by dislocating his shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna help him in this fight. Dislocating your shoulder would just mean you're just gonna die with one arm.
Well, no, he's
Working,
gonna
that's all.
he's gonna dislocate it and pop it right back in because he's not a pussy.
Well, true. He's not.
And nobody's saying Christian Wolff is neither.
Right.
But I'm just going with what we've seen from Riddick. You know, I mean, in Riddick, I think that he's probably got the advantage for one. He can see at night, which
Now that- yeah.
which Christian Wolff works at night.
Right. and
We've
so-
noticed.
Yeah.
But you know, with the prep time, he wouldn't.
But that's what.
But there's another thing: the goggles,
Exactly. Night vision.
the goggles that Riddick wears would help him also work as the same way as night vision goggles
Right.
would work with.
So that
Christian
doesn't really
Wolff.
negate.
Okay.
It kind of offset.
So that's irrelevant.
Yes.
So we'll take the shine job. That's irrelevant.
But see, for me, the shine job is more of a disadvantage for Riddick, depending on what time of day. Which I'm gonna adjust the rules next round for some stuff like that. But it negates his advantage as far as that, because it's an advantage at night. Well, no, it's equal at night, but it's a disadvantage during the day because he gets blinded when you take those goggles off.
All right. Okay. Same way with Christian Wolff. If you take his night vision goggles off,
then he can see in the dark, but just not as good.
I mean,
he can't see as good as Riddick. Don't get me wrong, I agree.
No, I'm just saying.
But remember now.
I mean,
but remember, in order for him to take him off, he's got to be close enough for
which Riddick could do.
Well, what I'm saying is he can take him off, but now Christian Wolff's close enough to where he can see him. He doesn't need a night vision.
And I honestly think Riddick is stronger.
I don't know. They're pretty equal in size. I don't think they're strong. I don't think Riddick's stronger. I think they're pretty equal in size.
Okay.
He's like 6'2", 200 something pounds. I think they're pretty equal in size.
Either way, okay. We won't use that. We won't use size. But what we can use is savagery. And Riddick definitely has that.
No, I'm not saying that. Yeah. Well, I don't know, because remember now,
Tactical savagery.
But again, Christian Wolff has no empathy.
Yeah,
when he goes to a job, he's completely dead.
But there's still tactical, and then there's savagery.
Tactical will win over savagery every time, because you're a savage. You're just doing shit. You're not planning, and you're not being tactical.
Well,
tactical can adjust and plan for what you're going to do when you're being a savage.
If you have enough time.
Savagery only limitations to what you can do.
If you have enough time.
And that's true. But again, he's got to get close enough to Christian Wolff to be that savage. And now you're close enough to where that shine job doesn't.
Escape convict.
Okay.
Serial murderer.
Christian Wolff's not a serial murderer. He's an assassin. He's killed many people. That's serial murder.
No, and Riddick has killed people with superpowers.
Well, he doesn't really have superpowers. We're going
the necromonger.
We're not going. We're going him as a base person. We're not using superpowers.
Well, Riddick doesn't have superpowers, but the Lord Marshal did.
Yeah, but still, I think, man, I don't know. I do know. I'm not.
All right. Well, okay.
Let's do our picks.
Yeah. Who's your pick?
Yeah, because we've talked about. My pick is Christian Wolff. I think with his autism and his ability to focus and plan tactically for the upcoming battle that he's going to get ready to go in, for me, I think Christian Wolff has his hands down in the bag.
They say in cryo sleep, every part of your brain goes to sleep except the animal side.
The hell does that got to do with what we're talking about right now?
That might be why I'm always awake.
I swear.
Which is a quote from, I'm taking Riddick on this one.
Really?
Knife play, his instincts, and his ability to adapt.
Let me tell you the complete flaw with the instinct part. Let me tell you something. Have you ever watched, this is a completely different subject I'm going to go on just to prove a point, guys and gals. Have you ever watched Samurai 7?
No.
All right, well, there's a fight. There's a fighter called
You mean
Mugen.
Samurai Champloo?
Yes, I'm sorry, Samurai Champloo, yes. So you've seen that, right?
Mugen versus Gene.
No, not Mugen versus Gene.
Mugen and Gene versus the
yes.
The other
and he tells
samurai.
him instinct only goes so far. You have to be trained
and who
know.
Won?
He completely
Gene.
had not no Gene because you know why? But Gene was not instinct. He was trained in a dojo. He knows how to fight tactically and efficiently. Mugen was just an animal who fought with instinct. And you see what happened. He didn't even touch the hand of God. I forgot his name, everybody.
I almost love this, and we're gonna have to talk more about Samurai Champloo.
Right, I agree. We're gonna do a shooting shit on that one.
My favorite fucking anime.
Right. But see, that's where my point is as far as the instinct. That only carries you so far because instinct versus a trained fighter, it's an instinct of trained.
Unpredictability is the one thing.
But you see, but like I said, even with Mugen, he was unpredictable, doing unpredictable moves when the break dancing and sword fighting. The hand of God didn't even flinch and whipped his ass. Moved him out the way because he was so trained, he was able to read his moves even though he was unpredictable. And Mugen couldn't even touch him.
Gene was also trained in the predictability, or Gene was also trained in all that, and he still whooped his ass.
But it was close. Even the hand of God.
Okay, and that Gene used a move that should not have been used because it's a suicide move.
Right, but what I'm saying is when he was fighting him on the docks, he says, your skills are almost on par with me. This is going to be by a razor thin margin. I know Samurai Champloo.
Razor thin margin.
But he was going to win. But he, even the hand of God, I'll call him that because that's his nickname because I keep forgetting his real name.
That's exactly what he's called too, by the way.
Yes. So even he knew Gene was almost on par with his skill. Right there. And it was going to be that close of a match for him because he was trained and skilled.
That's our next one.
Yes.
That's our next shooting the shit.
All right. Anime? Or just
Samurai Champloo anime. Our favorite animes.
All right, got you. All right, so I'm sorry, I forgot. My pick, we already got my pick, Christian Wolff this week. I think Christian Wolff's got it.
Riddick's got mine.
So everybody, you got our picks for the week. Sorry, we went off topic to make a point about this topic, but you know how we do.
You remember how I got these eyes, right?
But anyways, everybody, we thank you for joining us tonight. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to get notified of our future videos.
Send comments, please. Sunja, Jacob.
Yes, Sunja, Jacob. Let us know who you think, because I'm curious to hear who you think gonna win. Because we're divided right now.
We know you're gonna pick Riddick.
Jacob, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. I know you're gonna pick Christian Wolff. Sunja, I don't know about you. It can go either way for you. I'm gonna say that.
I know you're both gonna pick Riddick.
I'm gonna tell you, Jacob's gonna pick.
I know they're both
Jacob's
gonna
pick
pick
No,
Riddick.
I'm telling you, Jacob's gonna pick Christian Wolff. Watch what I tell you. But anyways, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Carolina Hitman.
I am Anubis.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.